to confess, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure here because of how I've been introduced. I feel like I have to sort of come in and, you know, there has to be some grand narrative about what happened. But actually, what happened was these guys basically came to Triple IT, where I teach. So they came to Triple IT, they gave a presentation pretty much like the fascinating one they just gave. And I teach at an IT institute, and I think a lot about things digital. And honestly, I was also getting a little tired about thin narratives around digital technology goes in and social change happens. So sort of putting all that together, and also many of the conversations around how digital technologies can capture more voices, but then also take it to more kinds of groups of people, right? That's where we started thinking about this. And there are, of course, at that time and since then been many such repositories. So some of you might be aware of this. So taking the idea of oral histories, but sort of using digital tools as a way to make those oral histories, capture them and to make them available. So these are just a few examples that I thought people might be interested in. So there's this group called Whose Knowledge, which looks at things like diversifying content on Wikipedia, right? So that's one way in which you're diversifying content. There are oral histories of the Narmada struggles. The one that you can't quite see is the 1947 partition archive. There are actually multiple of those now. But all of these are very much about saying whose voices do we typically hear. And that seemed like a very important theme that was coming up from Richa and Sudha's work in terms of what kinds of stories of agriculture, of nutrition, of food cultures do we typically listen to, and what does that then end up obscuring for us, right? So that was part of it. And I think for all three of us, the other part of this, which is sort of completely intertwined, is the question of politics and power, right? So what we wanted to do then, and Sudha will take us through more of this, is to show these multiple voices, get inputs from the community and first getting them structured, but then also taking it back to the community. But I think throughout we were also very interested in how do we make questions of difference and power and politics remain visible as well, right? So that goes into the logic of some of the things we designed, and we basically worked with this group, Design Beko in Bangalore, to take this forward. And I'll give it to Sudha now to talk more about it.